Share the screen. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we are going to talk about a new algorithm called decimation in frequency, and that's also one of the algorithm for fast Fourier transform. So basically it is also doing the same thing, means it is minimizing or reducing the total numbers of computation using the process called decimation. But now instead of decimation in time, means over the samples, we are going to disseminate in the frequency. So frequency component x of k will be disseminated in even and odds. There we were doing the decimation over samples. So samples were divided or decimated in even and odd pairs. But here we are going to disseminate the capital X of k, because the algorithm is termed as named as decimation in frequency. So we need to apply decimation over the variable k. It is decimation in the frequency domain, right? So let me write down the basic equation. From there only we are going to start the derivation. And you know, basic equation is given as x of k equal to summation small n equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of n into wn raised to nk, where wn is the Tweedale factor over n numbers of samples, and total numbers of n must be the integer power of 2. So it can be 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, etc. So w suffix n is equal to e raised to minus j 2 pi by n, and that's why wn raised to kn is e raised to minus j 2 pi into kn, because it is raised to the power, right? So kn divided by capital N, you know it, right? And let us derive the derivation for samples capital N equal to 8, like we have derived it for the decimation in time. Here also we are going to take same numbers of sample, that is n equal to 8, and then as you know, there exists symmetry in the equations. So we will be able to write down the equations directly, or we will be able to derive the equations for other values of n, like n equal to 16, 32, etc. So now capital X of k can be written as summation n equal to 0 to half the range. So n by 2 minus 1 x of n into w n raised to nk plus summation. Now I am not going to this is not the process of decimation. This is just a derivation for the base equation on which we are going to apply the decimation, right? So here we have not started the decimation yet. So now what I am doing exactly, I am dividing my total x of n into half. Means if I have samples like this, x of 0, x of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, then we were actually disseminating it. We were actually dividing it into even numbers and odd numbers of sample. But now in this case, I am going to collect, or I am going to take this 4 sample first in this first term of summation, and remaining 4 numbers of sample in the later term, right? So what should I write down here? n equal to n इक्वल टू, बोलो, यहाँ 3 पे खत्म होता है, 4 से शुरू करना है, तो मुझे यहाँ पे क्या लिखना चाहिए? दैट्स माई क्वेश्चन टू यू, जस्ट थिंक अबाउट इट.
n by 2 to n minus 1.
Yes, you are very correct. It should be n by 2 to n minus 1. Should I change the raised to power of Tweedale factor, or should it be as it is, wn raised to nk? Hello.
It should be as it is.
Yes, it should be as it is. What's the reason? What is the reason?
Because the change here is the small n and we have changed the limit for the small n.
Yes, so you should say that your answer is correct, but you should say that this particular summation term is not changing the sample index that we are putting into this term with respect to the original equation. So if I am going to evaluate this original equation for n equal to 4, then here it will be n equal to 4 only. Here it is not reference x of 4 with some other variable, with some other value of n. It is reference through the same value of n, and that's why the raised to power should not be changed. Are you following? Do you agree with me? Say yes or no. અહીંયા 4 ની જગ્યાએ આપણે કંઈક 8 લીધું હતું, અહીંયા બદલવું પડશે કે જેથી કરીને અહીંયા 4 જ આવે અને 4 ની વખતે જે ટ્વિડલ ફેક્ટર આવે એના માટે અહીંયા કંઈક આપણે ડિવાઇડ બાય 2 કે મલ્ટીપ્લાય બાય 2 કે એવું કંઈક કરતે, પણ એવું કશું આપણે કર્યું જ નથી. વી આર યુઝિંગ ધ સેમ વેલ્યુ ઓફ n as that of we have used in the original equation. That's why we can say that we don't need to change the raised to power of Tweedle factor. Do you agree with me? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now this equation needs to be rearranged because we don't want our equation in this form. This is okay, n equal to 0 to n by 2 minus 1. But here also I want to have the same limit, n equal to 0 to n by 2 minus 1. Then can you help me to write down the equation? N equal to 0 to n by 2 minus 1. Here also I want the same limit. Instead of n by 2 to n minus 1, I want same limit, that is n equal to 0 to n by 2 minus 1. Then what exactly I am supposed to do here? See, this is not going to be changed, right? Because we have not changed anything in the first term. So let me write it down as it is, right? Wn raised to nk. But what about these? Should I write down x of n? Should I write down x of n? Will it be correct? No, not of course, right? Because
Sir, n by 2.
n by 2, then it will remain
N plus
constant. If I write down n by 2 simply, then n is constant. So for all values of n, it will remain n by 2, that is 4 only. That's not the point here. We want to vary. So what should I do? You are nearer to that. You are nearer to the final answer, but there is some mistake over here. The term I am writing down here inside the bracket should be a variable, and it should vary with variation of n.
2n.
How 2n? How 2n? If I put 2n, let's say, right, for n equal to 0, I will be referencing to x of 0. But I have already referenced to x of 0 in this particular summation term. This is not to be referenced again. Here I should have x of 4, then x of 5, then x of 6, then x of 7. So think about it. A term inside the bracket which will give me x of 4 for n equal to 0. Then x of 5 for n equal to 1. Then x of 6 for n equal to 2. And then x of 7 for n equal to 3.
n by 2 plus n.
n plus 4.
Yes. I think Manthan has replied it correctly. N by 2 plus n means n plus n by 2. Now try to put 0 here. So 0 plus 4, so it will be referencing to x of 4. Then 1 plus 4, so it will be 5. Then 2 plus 4, so I'll be referencing to x of 6. And similarly 3 plus 4, so it is x of 7. Is it correct? Say yes or no. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then what about the Tweedle factor? Wn raised to, here also for n equal to 4 in the original this particular term, for n equal to 4, it should be 4 here. So if I write down n plus n by 2 instead of n, will it work? Will it work? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Do you have any problem to accept this? Anybody? આ ટર્મને એક્સેપ્ટ કરતા કોઈને વાંધો છે, તકલીફ છે ભાઈ?
No, sir.
Okay, so with this agreement, let us now proceed further. So now I have a wonderful, means I will have a wonderful result. X of n Wn raised to nk plus summation n equal to 0 to n by 2 minus 1 x of n plus n by 2 into Wn raised to how much? Nk. N into k. So it is Nk into Wn raised to how much? Help me out quickly. Is it correct? N by 2 into k?
by 2.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let us solve for this particular. In rough, of course, in the examination you need to solve it just below to it, huh? But let me show it somewhere else. Where is my pointer again? Yes. So Wn raised to n by 2 into k equals to e raised to minus j 2 pi by n raised to the power n by 2 into k. So this is just equal to e raised to minus j 2 pi by n into n by 2 into k. 2 is cancelled and n is cancelled. So this is simply e raised to minus j pi k. Do you agree with me? Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
what is the answer for e raised to j pi k? E raised to the j pi k. It is equal to minus 1 raised to k. Minus 1 raised to k. Can you tell me the reason why it is so? E raised to minus j pi k is equal to minus k raised to minus 1 raised to k. How? Can anybody
E
taught
raised to
on?
minus j pi is minus 1.
Please repeat again.
E raised to minus j pi equals to minus 1, like cos pi minus, like sin pi minus j cos pi.
Okay, that's also fine. Otherwise, you may think about think like k can be even and can be odd. So for even values of k, like k equal to 0 or k equal to 2, I will have the real term to be e raised to minus j 2 pi k or similar, right? So real term will be cos 2 pi k, means cosinusoidal cycle has just started, and you know that when cosinusoidal just start at t equal to 0, the value is how much? It is 1. So e raised to minus j and sin pi is of course 0, right? So e raised to j pi k is equal to 1 for even values of k. Whereas for odd values of k like k equal to 1 or 3, I will have e raised to minus j pi only. Means cos pi minus j sin pi. J sin pi is 0. Now think about cos pi. Cos pi means the cycle is halfway completed. Cycle is halfway completed, and you know cosinusoidal cycle when halfway completed, its value is how much? It is minus 1. Or solve it in the calculator also, right? It will also give you the same value. So it will result into minus 1. So we have concluded now that the answer for e raised to minus j pi k is equal to minus 1 for odd values of k, and it is equal to 1 for even values of k. Is this term minus 1 raised to k represents the same thing, or is it representing or giving something else? Hello, it's a question to you. Is it giving you the same value minus 1 raised to k? Put any even value
Yes,
of
sir.
k, and yes, of course, right? So I can now rearrange the equation. I can now rearrange the equation and can write it down as summation n equal to 0 to n by 2 minus 1 x of n Wn raised to n k plus, now this can be taken into the common, so minus 1 raised to k summation n equal to 0 to n by 2 minus 1 x of n plus n by 2 into w n raised to nk. ओके, बराबर છે रिजल्ट હા કે ના?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
ओके,
Yes, sir.
fine. Now just think about it, that how we should now take it forward. I want to disseminate in x of k, right? Means I want to write down the equation for x of k even and x of k odd. Now a wonderful thing here is we do have the same twiddle factor in both of the terms. So can I rearrange the equation, and we have limits also to be the same, n equal to 0 to n by 2 minus 1, n equal to 0 to n by 2 minus 1. So can I represent it with the single summation sign, n by 2 minus 1, then x of n plus minus 1 raised to k into x of n plus n by 2 into wn raised to nk. Are you okay with this? Can I write it down like this? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Anybody have any problem to accept this form of equation? કોઈને છે પ્રોબ્લેમ તો કહી દો અત્યારે જ, આમાં કશી મોટી વસ્તુ નથી. જુઓ ઇક્વેશન ધ્યાનથી, કોઈને છે તકલીફોમાં? હેલો, કોઈને તકલીફ છે આમાં? તકલીફ હોતી જ નથી આપણને, કેમ? તકલીફ એક્ઝામ
No,
વખતે જ હોય
sir.
છે. Okay, so just try to remember this, because this is going to be our base equation or for the first stage, or we can at least derive the equation for the first stage using this term. Okay, so now I have x of k even equal to, means when k is even, equals to n equal to 0 to n by 2 minus 1 x of n plus x of n plus n by 2, because minus 1 raised to k is equal to 1 now, because k is even. So minus 1 raised to 2 minus 1 raised to 4 minus 1 raised to 0 is 1. That's why over here I have plus sign. Is it correct? Hello,
Yes,
is it
sir.
correct?
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir.
And similarly, I can write down for the odd values of x of k, and this is going to be equal to n equal to 0 to n by 2 minus 1 x of n minus x of n plus n by 2. And you know the reason, right? Minus 1 raised to k is minus 1 for odd values of k. So this is also correct. Wn raised to nk. So now if I want to represent this quantity, this particular quantity, right, with some nomenclature, like two terms were represented as capital G of k and capital H of k in the derivation of decimation in time. Similarly, if I want to give name for this particular term, what should I give? મારે આને નામ આપવું હોય તો મારે શું નામ આપવું જોઈએ? ધારો કે નામ માટે આપણે જી અને એચ જ વાપરીએ છીએ, તો મારે શું લખવું જોઈએ? બોલો, શું લખવું જોઈએ? Is it varying with n or k? Is it varying with n or k?
Yes, sir. N or
Yes, it is function of n. So rather than g of k, I should write down g of n. That's what my point is. Are you following? Say yes or no.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
बराबर?
sir.
भूले चुके के नहीं लगता. And this is over the samples. So instead of capital letter, I am going to use small letter. So let me represent this as small g of n and this one as small h of n. So using this identity, now I can write down the equation for even and odd values of k. But before that, can you tell me what should I write inside this bracket, capital X of bracket, to represent even numbers of k? What should I write down here?
2K.
Yes, it is 2k. And you know the reason, right? I need to collect capital X of 0, capital X of 2, like we were collecting small x of 0, small x of 2, small x of 4, small x of 6 in case of decimation in time. Similarly, in this decimation in frequency algorithm, we want to collect capital X of 0, capital X of 2, capital X of 4, capital X of 6. I have already told you the reason, but please reply for the same, that why we want to collect capital X of 0, capital X of 2, capital X of 4 and capital X of 6 together. Please reply for the same. કેમ આપણે કેપિટલ લીધા, કેમ આપણે સ્મોલ x of n કેમ અહીંયા જુદા ના પડ્યા? What is the reason? હું ઓલરેડી કહી ચૂકેલો છું, બોલો.
We are doing for decimation and frequency.
Yes, we want to apply decimation in frequency. K is the term related with the frequency. You know, when k equal to 0, we are actually trying to find out component like DC. When k is equal to 1, we want to find out component like fundamental. When k equal to 2, we are finding the component like second harmonic and so on. So the term k is the integer multiple of the fundamental, means it is the term related with the frequency. So if I want to disseminate in the frequency, I need to disseminate or I need to apply the process of decimation over k, and that's why I want to collect these 4 terms together and remaining 4 terms as capital X of k odd, and that belongs to capital X of 1, capital X of 3, capital X of 5, and of course capital X of 7. Do you agree with me? Can you understand what I have
Yes, sir.
explained to you? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So similarly, if I want to write down for odd, what should I write? Capital X of?
2K plus 1.
Yes, 2k plus 1. So this is equal to summation n equal to 0 to n by 2 minus 1 g of n into wn raised to nk for capital X of 2k, and similarly for capital X of 2k plus 1, I have n equal to 0 to n by 2 minus 1 h of n into w n raised to nk. Okay, and with this, of course, we can draw the butterfly diagram. Can we draw the butterfly diagram? How exactly? કઈ રીતે draw થાય બોલો? કઈ રીતે draw થાય બોલો? Write down the equations. Capital X of 0, capital X of how much? 2, capital X of 4, and capital X of 6. Similarly, write down the equation for capital X of 1, capital X of 3, capital X of 5 and capital X of 7, and this is equal to बोलो क्या आएगा, summation n equal to 0 to how much, 3 g of n. So how much can I write down g of 0? लिख सकता हूं क्या, g of 0 लिख सकता हूं?
Yes, sir.
How? See, here we have put k equal to 0. You cannot replace n with the number 0. N is to be varied, so let it be g of n only. Wn raised to, can I write down 0 raised to the power 0?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
because
sir.
here we have a term to be k and k is 0.
Yes.
K is taken to be 0. So it's okay to write down, it's better to write down 0 directly over here. Similarly, writing the next term, I have x of 2 equal to how much? Summation n equal to 0 to 3 again, g of n, of course. I cannot replace g of n. That's what I want to emphasize here. That's why I am writing down all the equations. Otherwise, no necessity, right? Instead of n, can I write down 8 directly? Yes, of course, because n is fixed. W8 raised to 1. Similarly,
2n.
writing for this, W8 raised to 0. Right? Let us write down for the next term. So n equal to 0 to 3 again, g of n into W8 raised to 2. And similarly, writing for the next term, x of 6 is equal to n equal to 0 to 3, g of n into W8 raised to 3. Any refusion, any reason to refuse this form of equation? Do you have any reason for not accepting this equation? Hello,
No,
are
sir.
you okay with
Sir,
this
ये
equation? हाँ
सर
बोलो.
ये x मतलब x of 2, x of 4 और x of 6 है ना, इनमें
हाँ,
टोटल फैक्टर w रेज टू 1, 2 और 3 ये कैसे मतलब कर दिए?
W8 में समझ नहीं आया तो 8
8 तो
इसलिए
समझ
कि
आया,
यहाँ,
मतलब
हाँ,
n कैपिटल N 8 है इसलिए, पर ऊपर स्मॉल n इंटू k है ना, तो मतलब ये 2n 4n और 6n नहीं होंगे?
यहाँ पे क्या आएगा, W8 रेस टू क्या आएगा,
2n।
यहाँ पे ये बराबर है क्योंकि यहाँ पे क्या है, k इक्वल टू 1 है, यहाँ पे गलती है, यहाँ पे k इक्वल टू 1 ही है, तो k इक्वल टू 1 रखोगे तो n इक्वल टू 0 है, तो हाँ, यस यस, दिस शुड बी n, दिस शुड बी n रादर, राइट? Is it correct? For this equation only, not for other, this equation only. N, now we have k equal to 1. So putting k equal to 1 in nk, we have n only. And here k was 0, that's why it was possible to put directly 0 here, but here it cannot be done. So you are right, here it should be n into k equal to n into 1 equal to n. And similarly, thinking for this particular, what should I write?
2n।
K equal to 2. So it is 2n. And similarly, here k equal to 3. So nk is 3n. So I should write 3n. Now, are you okay with this? Say yes or no.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
હા, બરાબર છે. તો અહીંયા આપણે એ જ રીતે આ બાદના ઇક્વેશન લખીએ. બોલો શું આવશે? સમેશન n equal to 0 to 3 h of n into w, શું આવશે બોલો? k is how
W8
much?
raised to 0.
k is
w
0.
raised to 0।
So w8 raised to 0 again. Similarly, this is how much? N equal to 0 to
Sigma n
3.
0 to 3. H of n W8 raised to n.
Yes, W8 raised to n. Similarly, this is n equal to 0 to 3, h of n, W8 raised to 12.
12.
Yes. And finally, we have x of 7 equal to 3 h of n, W8 raised to how much? 3n.
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 So, all of us accept this equation, correct? Any problem?
No, sir.
Okay, so this is correct. And I am happy that at least some students are now paying attention. When you find out my mistake, although it doesn't mean that I am not knowing the things. See, I am deriving all the things each time freshly without looking into any reference. It is just matter of putting the things. And if you put wrong things, you will also repeat the same kind of mistake. So be careful. Be careful while deriving the equations, right? Of course, if you know what should be derived, what is the final form of the derivation, then probably you will be able to judge whether at which point you have done the mistake or whether I have made any mistake in the solution, in the derivation or not. Because then if you have done any mistake, then final form of derivation may not match with the accurate result, means the actual derivation. And that's why for the examination it's a better idea to prepare the equations, right, rather than being scientist, being Vasco da Gama on the day of examination. Can you understand what I am exactly elaborating? Say yes or no. Hello. હું શું કહેવા માંગુ છું ખબર પડે છે બધાને?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
મેં એવું કહ્યું કે એક્ઝામના દિવસે વાસ્કો દ ગામા નહીં બનવાનું, મતલબ કે આની પ્રાયોર પ્રિપરેશન જરૂરી છે. તમને ખબર હશે કે ભાઈ ફાઇનલી મારે આવું કંઈક લાવવાનું છે, તો તમારી કંઈક આવી મૂકવામાં ભૂલ થશે તો તમે પકડી શકશો, નહીં તો નહીં. And that's why please download all the videos regularly, right, and try to listen it again and again. This will actually give you so much strength that you will be able to derive the correct equation, you will be able to use correct equation, you will be able to make new equations required for solution on the day of examination. Do you agree with me that frequent repetition can help you? Say yes or no.
Yes,
Do you
sir.
agree?
Yes, sir.
Huh? Then I believe that you are doing these things, right? Okay. So now with these, we also need to remember that what should I write down for g of n? What should I write down for g of n? And what should I write down for h of n? You know, g of n is equal to how much? G of n equal to how much?
X of n plus
Yes,
x of n plus n by 2.
yes, correct. And similarly, h of n is equal to x of n.
Minus x of n plus n by 2.
Okay. Now I can replace for n by 2. So this becomes x of n plus x of n plus 4. And similarly, this is x of n minus x of n plus 4. So can I write down the equation for g of 0, then g of 1, then g of 2? Yes, of course. But if I do that, then the page may not be sufficient for me. So I am skipping that part, and let me now start drawing the butterfly diagram. Okay. So for the same, let me put these equations just below to it. let me remove the rough work we have done, and now we are ready to draw the butterfly diagram. Okay, so can you help me from where I should start? Can you help me from where I should start? Bolo.
X of 0, X of 1.
Just like I was watching a movie
So,
yesterday, and there was a question to a lady that if your father-in-law and mother-in-law ask you to make a tea, to whom you will serve first, and or not exactly the question it was. She was asked for what you will do first, and she replied, I will start the stove first. So similarly, what should I do here? મારે શું કરવું છે? Your answer should be write down capital X of K and G of N ને H of N. That's what I was expecting. બોલો ક્યાં લખું હવે? Next answer. X of K ક્યાં લખું? G of N ક્યાં લખું? H of K N ક્યાં લખું? એના માટે મારે શું વિચારવાનું? Which terms are input and which terms are output, like we were thinking in case of drawing the butterfly diagram for
G
decimation in
of
time.
N and
X of K is input and G of N and H of N are
G of
output.
N and H of N.
So
Sir, I
X of
think બે ઊંધું.
ઊંધું. હા એટલે
That
X
is
of K અહીંયા.
GN and
Right
H of
side,
N are
one
input.
is your right side and another is your left side. Right? Now tell me, where should I write down capital X of?
Right side.
Left.
Yes, of course, right side, because that's the output. Generally, we are fine, we are okay with the output to be at the right side. System પણ draw કરીએ તો કોઈ આવી રીતે સિસ્ટમ ડ્રો ના કરે, બરાબર? અહીંયા ઇનપુટ આપે અને આઉટપુટ અહીંયાથી કાઢે. ભાગ્યે જ કોઈક એવા લોકો હોય. અને એની હું ગેરંટી નથી લેતો, એવું કોઈ ડ્રો કરે એક્ઝામમાં તો હું માર્ક ના આપું અને આપું ખરો. Right? So we should use the normal nomenclature. We should not be the scientist all the times. Sometime we need to follow the pattern. So here we need to put X of K. Now just think about what should be the pattern based on our remembrance of arranging the terms for DIT and DIF. મેં શું કહ્યું હતું તમને? ક્યાં બીટ રિવર્સ આવે અને ક્યાં નોર્મલ પેટર્ન આવે? For the case of decimation in time, I should have input to be bit reverse. So here I should have output to be bit reverse in case of decimation in frequency, right?
Frequency.
Is it okay? બરાબર છે?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
તો
sir.
પહેલા હું શું લખીશ? Capital X of 0. Then capital
0.
X of
X of
0
4.
to 4, 6, 1, 5, 3, 7, and similar to that I should write down G of 0, right?
So,
Huh?
sir, X of 0 के बाद X of 4 फिर X of 2.
હા, શું કહીએ? 0, 2, 4, 6, 1, 5, 3, 7. ખોટું છે?
Sir, 0,
No, sir,
4, 2,
0,
6
4,
ના હોય?
હા, 0, 4 બોલું છું કદાચ. અચ્છા, કઈ હું ખોટું જ બોલતો હતો, બરાબર. 0, 4 આવે, right? The half value should be the next term. 0, 4, 2, 6. I am happy. 0, 4, 2, 6. 0, 4, 2, 6, 1, 5, 3, 7. Correct. So now let me select the line again. So this is my G of, this is for G of 1, then G of 2, then G of 3, then this one. Yes, okay, fine. Now Here I should have g of 1, g of 2, g of 3, right? Because n goes from 0 to 3. So this is enough. Then I should start with the h. Correct? Yes or no? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So x of 0 is how much? It is equal to x of 0, capital X of 0 is how much? G of 0 into W8 of 8 of 0. G of 0 into W8 of 0. So what is G of
Plus,
0? It is G of 0, right, into W8 0 plus G of 1 into W8 raised to 1, W8 raised to 0. Just expand it. Capital X of 0 is equal to,
it will include all up to G of
yes,
3.
yes. So it is like W8 raised to 0 is multiplied with all the terms, G of 0 plus G of 1 plus G of 2 plus G of 3. Correct? આવશે ને એવું?
Yes, sir.
ઓકે.
Yes, sir.
એટલે આ આખી ટર્મ ક્યાં જશે? અહીંયા જશે. બરાબર છે? અહીંયા જશે ને? G of 0 અહીંયા આવે છે, પછી અહીંયાથી આ ટર્મ અહીંયા આવે, આ ટર્મ અહીંયા આવશે, આ ટર્મ અહીંયા આવશે. ખરું? હા કે ના?
Yes, sir.
બરાબર. તો બટરફ્લાય બને? બટરફ્લાય ક્યારે બને? બીજું સિગ્નલ અહીંયા આવે તો. So just think about it, that what's the rearrangement we need to do here, or what's the problem, right? And we will start drawing the butterfly diagram in the laboratory itself. Okay, with this I am finishing the first session on decimation in frequency. Do you have any problem? Do you have any doubt to ask? Say yes or no. If you
No,
have
sir.
doubt, you can ask me any doubt regarding we have still 4 minutes, right? So any doubt regarding anything, and especially to DSP, anything means anything technical, or and especially with respect to the DSP, and again especially with respect to something we have already discussed, chapter number 4, number 1, and chapter number whatever it may be, but Fourier transform, a chapter with the title Fourier transform in this syllabus. Any problem? Yes, of course. From this I just remembered that I promise you to upload the syllabus, and that I have forgotten, so I'll be doing it by the evening. Any problem from the first lecture up till now, or any other question you want to ask? We still have 4 minutes, and I don't want to complete that part, because that I am giving to you as an assignment before we start the laboratory. Let me see who can answer. શું પૂછ્યું તું મેં બટરફ્લાય વિશે? બરાબર, હમણાં કે આવું કેમ ડ્રોઈંગ આવે છે અને શું આમાં કરી શકાય એવું છે? બોલો. હેલો, કોઈ ડાઉટ છે? યાદ કરો કશું પણ. પછી ના કહેતા કે ડાઉટ સોલ્વ નથી થતો. આઈ એમ ગિવિંગ યુ ચાન્સ અગેન એન્ડ અગેન. See, I am not following that pattern. I am not uploading the lectures and then arranging the doubt session. That's different strategy. And I am taking regular lectures, so I am expecting the doubt to be solved immediately. Means you can call me, of course, that's also one of the way, but I am not going to arrange the doubt sessions frequently, because if I do so, then you will be like this only, like right now you are, right? You will be silent all the time, and then my lecture will be wasted. So I am not going to do that. Yes, of course, if you have so many doubts, we can arrange the doubt session, of course. But nobody is doing homework, means nobody is noting down their doubts in separately somewhere in the document. Neither they are typing, neither they are writing it by pen and paper. So what's the purpose of arranging or giving arranging a special session or giving the title to be the doubt session. I am asking you that if you have doubt you can ask me. That's sufficient I think. બરાબર. પછી એના માટે એવું કંઈ મારે ટાઇટલ ના આપવાનું હોય કે કાલે ડાઉટ સેશન છે અને અને એવું આપી પણ દઉં તો પછી પાછા એવું ને એવા જેવા અત્યારે બેહી રહ્યા છો એમ જ બેહી રહો તો મારે તો લેક્ચર વેસ્ટ જાય. I cannot sit silently while I am not delivering anything and you are not delivering anything. If I am silent, then I am within myself. Okay, so that's not possible in case of lecture. So if you want to arrange the doubt session, you should actually do conversation with me, right? And if you are not capable for the same, then there is no meaning of arranging the doubt session. See, right now also I am speaking so many things, right? It's like KBC, huh? Amitabh Bachchan asked some question in the KBC. Of course, nowadays KBC is not running as far as I know, right? So Amitabh Bachchan generally asks the question and he says that take your time, but he is not allow the participant to think over it. He is generally found speaking so much of things, right? So similar to that, I also can't sit silent, right? That's my nature. So if you have doubt, you can raise it. You can raise it in the classroom, or you may ask me separately, or you may request me for small doubt session whenever you feel like, right? But don't expect me to devote my regular lecture for just for time pass purpose, right? Huh? ऐसा नहीं होगा. આર યુ ફોલોઈંગ? હું શું બોલી રહ્યો છું ખબર પડે છે? આ કોઈને ધમકાવતો નથી, આ હ્યુમિલેશન નથી. પછી પાછા એવું કહેશે કે હ્યુમિલેશન છે. હેલો, આર યુ ક્લિયર વિથ વોટ એવર આઈ હેવ સેડ જસ્ટ નાઉ?
Yes,
સે
sir.
યસ ઓર નો.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So I am actually doing my duty. Then I should not have any complaint. કઈ હોય તો અત્યારે જ બોલજો. અત્યારે પછી જો વારંવાર મારે રિપીટ નહીં કરવાનું. અત્યારે મતલબ ગમે ત્યારે. બરાબર છે? મને ફોન કરી શકો, અહીંયા પણ ડિસ્કસ કરી શકો કે ડાઉટ સેશન એરેન્જ કરો એવું પણ કહી શકો, પણ આમાંની એકે રિક્વેસ્ટ ના આવી તો હું એના માટે જવાબદાર નથી. ઓકે, સો ટાઈમ ઇઝ ઓલરેડી પાસ. ઇટ્સ નાઉ 10:11 and that's why we should end the lecture. So let me just stop the recording. Okay.